Hello folks, Scott Grove here. Going to introduce you to my newest custom guitar built by Anderson Custom Electric Guitars and Basses. David Anderson, not that other Anderson guy. This guy builds reeler guitars. Where I come from, reeler is a word. Anyway, here's my SG1, Scott Grove 1. Okay, there she be. There's the Anderson name right there, folks. And of course it is groovy right there in the old ebony fretboard. Anyway, so I have the silver lace sensors, all three positions, no knobs, only on and off switches, and then a kill switch. Okay, so no knobs. How do you turn your volume up and down? Morley volume pedal. Okay, there you go. So this is to my specs. The strings go straight up to the tuners. They are not like a regular Explorer headstock where it's bent down and everything. Everything goes to where it's supposed to be. You got your roller nut, you got your locking spurzels. When you fret a note, it frets against metal. When you have an open note, it goes against the metal too. You don't do bone or plastic where it's going to sound different. That's just a retarded concept from the start. So anyway, great simple guitar, all carved top. David also found a way to put that bridge in there so that it does not have to have the 4-degree tilt on the neck like a Les Paul would, where the neck has to actually tilt back. None of that garbage. Okay, so you have the wild, cool looking guitar that actually sounds more like a Strat than a Strat. Once again, these are the lace sensor silver pickups in all three positions. They sound like Strat pickups on steroids. They're hotter, but they retain all the quack, because I'm a country guy. But they have more mid-range in there for some more definition. Okay, so nice, easy, simple guitar, bolt on because I prefer it. It's hard to bend a neck on like a glued in or a set neck or a neck 3 because you're going to bust the sucker off. So I like to have them, if I break a neck, I want to be able to slap another one on and not lose my whole guitar. So, enough of that. Here's how the guitar sounds. Let's get it down here on the real star. I have another whole video that explains the whole guitar and all the aesthetics about it. Let's get to how this puppy sounds. I am my own camera guy today, so watch out. Okay, so I'll move. Everything is going directly into my Johnson Millennium JM150 amp. I'm not using any compressors, any outboard, anything. It's the guitar straight into the amp. Okay, any effects you hear are built into the amplifier. I have my J12 controller out here, which just strictly controls the effects that are built into the amp. Right now, nothing is on except for reverb. Okay, so we have on and off pickups for each, just turn a pickup on, turn it off. Right here, I have a kill switch. So my guitar was just off, now it's on. Okay, so I have them as down, being on positions for the pickups. So I have the bridge and the middle pickup on right now. Straight sounding guitar. Okay. Okay, so it sounds like what it is, basically a Strat rehashed. Okay. Okay, so there's your 2 position basically. I've turned all 3 pickups on. Okay, sounds nice. Add a little extra meat to the bottom end of this. Okay, so it's got some meat. We'll get rid of the bridge pickup, go to just these 2. Go to just the bridge. So there you have basically, I'll just turn the middle pickup on by itself. just the bridge by itself. If you want to add the slapback delay. Okay, normally I would be using my volume pedal and my compressor, but I want you to hear the guitar without any coloring on it, okay? So this is just, like I said, straight through the amp without my precious tone controls on my other stuff that I have to have. Straight guitar, okay? So I'm going back to just the regular Strat 2 position. Let's go to a nice distorted sound, a little bit of delay here. Again, it's just in the amp, okay? So you can see what this thing actually does. There's that neck bending I want to do. That's why I use bolt-on necks. Makes all the sense to me. Plus you get a little more sustain when you actually have wood against wood, instead of throwing in a Les Paul type of neck where you actually have glue, a glued in tin in there where you have a... Glue is not a real good conductor of sound. It doesn't resonate real well. So if you got wood screwed in to wood, it's going to have a little more sustain than glue in between wood. So debunk that old myth right away that your Les Paul is going to have more sustain. Okay, so anyway, so that's that sound. If you want to get to the good blues type of sound, I'll go straight to just the neck pickup. Throw on just a little bit of overdrive, of course. If you want to do the same thing with a wah, it is incredible. Again, this is just a wah that's built in the amp, and it's just great. Okay, and then basic distortion, I'll take it to just the regular 2 and 4, or the 2 position. Our kill switch anytime we want it. Okay, so nothing clanky, noisy about the kill switch. It's nice and quiet. pickups. Just a great sounding guitar for anything you could imagine. Like I said, David Anderson approached me about a custom build, and I told him everything I wanted. He did it in spades and then some. Sent me 3 or 4 different necks, a couple different bodies. Try these out, see what you want changed, blah blah blah. Then ship them back and he'll fix whatever you want fixed. And it's just amazing what the guy will go through to make sure that you are happy. Now look how the I mean, that dude just goes right there where we have the jack, okay, and it just goes right to your strap. Boom, you're there. None of this sticking out stuff like everybody else does. You know, I like to hide the things. You know, the next build I might put it right here on the back, who knows. Depends on how big my belly is at the time. But what a great carved top. We have the recessed everything, a la kind of the PRS thing. But again, to recess the bridge, to eliminate the Gibson 4-degree tilt on the neck is just ingenious. That was his idea. And of course no string trees because we have the compensated height here on the locking Spurzel tuners here. So, and the neck is, or the headstock is straight. It is not tilted back. So, that's the way I like them. That's the way. So this is a great, perfect guitar for me. Okay, have him build your own perfect guitar. It don't matter. He's a big Kiss nut like I am too. So if you want some balls to the wall, Kiss, you know, destroyers with actual Kiss stuff all over him, you can have them because he's building them right now. He's doing me a big bumblebee yellow looking flying V, but then again 58 flying V, but then again with these same type pickup configuration because that's what I use. And anything you want inlaid or outlaid, you want laid, you call him, that's right. But everything from the cleanest things to the meanest things is covered. I mean, that is just pure, straight into the amp. Everybody loves that chord for whatever reason. And all the over-the-nut bending is not restricted by anything. You just push what you want because you got the roller bridge. You don't get these great big bends if you have 3 keys per side, so keep that in mind for later. See, so I'm going a step and a half. Here's half step, now another step, back to the half step. Okay, so I can even go more, but that's what I want, is that cut there. So, because I do a lot of this over the nut thing, you know, like. Okay, so you can play down here while you're actually bending. Okay, so for those of you who don't realize that, if you have a guitar with a tilt back headstock, you ain't getting all that stuff. You get fun stuff here. Okay, so realize this stuff. I mean, think of some of these things. They're just so cool. I've got miles for days without string trees to get hung up on because we have a super deep cut right there. Look at that. I've got all that room to bend because, again, like I said, I'm a country guy. I do all my pedal steel stuff up there. So this is my, again, I've been lucky enough to have a couple perfect guitars built, and this is one of them. Again, David Anderson from Anderson Custom Electric Guitars and Basses.